Hello everybody, welcome back to another new and noteworthy mod review. Today we're going to take a look at the Perard pack. But before that, this video is brought to you by City Flyer and Dwayne Unruh. Thank you for being farm barons. So the Perard pack can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game downloadable content menu. And as of the 1.0 release, this mod is available for all platforms. And I have to say, it does feel a little odd to be calling this a mod, because this pack includes 15 different pieces of machinery. Pretty sure it's 15. And the quality of these pieces really, in my opinion, puts it right up there with some of the DLCs that we have seen. I go back as far as FS17. So this is right there on par with the Kuhn DLC we got in Farm Sim 17. This is on par with the Anderson DLC that we got in Farm Sim 22. And, well, quite frankly, I think it is on par with the Antonio Cario DLC for Farm Sim 22 that we have seen so far. We have lots of different pieces of machinery. We have 5 manure spreaders. We have 6 different auger wagons. And these two are really, really interesting in how they work. We have a header trailer. We have 2 low loader trailers. And then we have this thing. This hopper auger, which is going to be used to basically transfer product from a regular trailer to a bigger trailer, or quite possibly a semi. Now let's hear a little bit about the Perard company. A relative newcomer to agriculture, if you ask me. Perard was founded in 1988. It is a French company, and it has been making agriculture machinery since its founding. Fairly young company. That's pretty interesting. Now, let's take a look at all of this stuff in the shop. So we're going to go to mods and DLCs. We're going to go to the Perard pack. And once we get in here, we'll be able to easily find everything. We don't have to jump through all the different categories looking for stuff. So we have 2 trailers. We have the Plat-O-Sol SHT 600. This is $17,270 as configured. We can get it without a cage like this, or we can add a cage to it for $1,450. No choice of license plate on this. We do have hoses. We have a pin hitch hookup on that. Now, this one's operation is really cool. I've never seen a trailer do this. I haven't played a lot with low loaders, I admit, but this trailer works really cool. We're going to demonstrate it later on. With the RPE 26, this low loader has ramps and is perfect for transporting machinery or other things. We have one configuration option, and that is to add a license plate. Let's go ahead and do that. Back only. There we have our plate. This does include straps. We do have a spare tire, as well as hoses and a ball hitch this time. Move on to a header trailer. We get agricultural convoy, which means we get a little convoy sign on the back. We can change the color. And we can also add a license plate to the rear. $17,715. Then we move into the various auger wagons. We have the XFlow 1519, $47,955. This will hold between 15,000 and 19,000 liters worth of product. Has a weight of 4.3 tons. And you can see it holds all of the standard grains as well as seed and fertilizer. Has a horsepower requirement of 300 horsepower. We can get the capacity of 15, or we can add an expansion top to go to 19,000 with a choice of Trelleborg tires, Verstein tires, and then we have the choice of adding an agricultural convoy sign to the back, and then also a license plate. Then we move up to the 1519 Trax variant. Same capacity as the XFlow 1519. This one just has tracks. $92,955, so a pretty big upsell in order to add those tracks. Again, we have the choice of capacity there. We have the agricultural convoy sign. And that's 4.3 tons and 300 horsepower. We have the XFlow 2834. Just like you might be expecting, we can get it in 28,000 capacity or 34,000 liter capacity. We have a choice of Trelleborg tires, Vertestein tires. Then we have the choice of an agricultural convoy sign on the back and also license plate. 300 horsepower requirement there. Also, we have the XFlow 71, $171,000. This is going to hold 71,000 liters worth of product. We have a choice of Trelleborg, Midas, Michelin, BKT, and back to Trelleborg tires on that. 400 horsepower requirement, 18.7 ton weight. We have the TransExpress 500, $92,015. This is a really, really interesting piece of kit. We've got a motor here on the front that is going to operate the augers. We're going to be able to dump into this section with a trailer coming out of the field or off the farm. And then we're going to be able to extend this pipe up. And then it's going to basically take the grain we put into the hopper and transfer it theoretically into a bigger trailer. You do have the configuration option of adding a license plate right there to the center. Then we move on to the Interbenne 27 and 46. These are really interesting auger wagons. And the fact that they have the auger that kind of comes out the side, not the front or the rear, as we have typically experienced with auger wagons. This will hold 27,000 liters worth of product, 9.4 tons, and only requires 180 horsepower to operate. We can get it in Michelin standard tires or wide. We have another set of standards. Then we have Trelleborg standard, wide, BKT standard and wide. Back to Michelin. We also have our choice of a license plate right here on the back. Interbenne 46, a bigger variant of the one we just looked at, holds 46,000 liters, 16.2 tons, 300 horsepower requirement once again, and has that auger coming out of the left middle of the trailer. We have the choice of Trelleborg tires, Michelin tires, Vertestein tires, BKT tires. Then we have a platform that we can add to the front. We add mud guards to the wheels. And of course, we have the choice of a license plate around the back. We move into our manure spreader options. We have several manure spreaders. We have the CE150L. This one holds 15,000 liters, 7.6 tons, 120 horsepower to operate, has a spreading width of 18 meters and a 9 mile per hour operating speed. We have Trelleborg tires, Michelin tires, Midas tires, and of course, a license plate option on the rear. Then we move into the CL200SL. This one holds 20,000 liters worth of product, 8.9 tons, 220 horsepower, 18 meter spread, 9 mile per hour working speed. Once again, we have Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vertestein tires, and a license plate on the back. Now, do take note of the rear of this manure spreader because it is different than the next manure spreader that we're going to take a look at. But in every other regards, these two that we're about to look at, this one and the next one, are identical as far as the main chassis goes. Then we have the CL200T. That's $87,394. It is, again, 20,000 liter capacity, 9.8 tons, 220 horsepower, 24 meter spread, 9 mile per hour working speed. We have Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vertestein tires. And now we can see on the rear, this one does look a little bit different. So we move up to the CL300SL. This one's $105,545, 30,000 liter capacity, 16.4 tons, 220 horsepower requirement, 18 meter spread, and 9 mile per hour working speed. We have Trelleborg tires, Michelin tires, BKT tires, Vertestein tires, and again, the license plate on the back. And this has the rear end, as we saw 2 spreaders ago. And then we look at the CL300T, 30,000 liter capacity, 16.4 tons, 300 horsepower requirement, 24 meter spread, 9 mile per hour working speed. Most of the stats are identical to the other CL300 that we looked at, except this one has a different rear end on it in order to fling the poo, if you will. Trelleborg tires, Michelin tires, BKT tires, Vredestein tires, and of course our license plate on the back. And that is your Perard pack as far as our configuration options go. Now, let's go and jump into a tractor and show you how some of this stuff works. As far as our manure spreaders go, we're going to unfold them as we normally would with X. You see a wall lifts up, and then the rear lifts up, and then we're going to be able to turn it on. And then it is going to fling the poo out the back with those discs. Then we have the SL variant of that same manure spreader. We're going to unfold it. The wall comes up, and then doors open up, and then we're going to have those two columns rotate, and we have a walking floor on both of them to push the product out the back, and that is how those are going to operate. I don't think we need to take a look at the other manure spreaders. They are basically the same. Let's get to our low loader with the ramp. Now the way this works is we're going to left click and up and down to raise and lower the ramps. And you can see when we get to the up position, the chains and everything spawn in, chains and the turnbuckle. So we're going to raise and lower the ramp with our left mouse button. Then we have an unfold low loader. Watch what happens when we unfold it. Sides come out, and then we get two boards that come out to make the platform a little bit wider. Of course, we have tension belts, as you can see here. We do have beacons. 20 beacons. People should know that you're coming or not coming. We do have lights, left and right blinkers on the trailer. You see, we do have hose hookups. Now let's go take a look at our other low loader. And like I said, this one operates really, really cool. So I got this one with the cage, and we can hit N, and N will raise and remove the cage. Nice animations there. And then we have X to unfold. Now watch what this does. The rear wheels roll out, and then the whole thing drops down. Then we can in, and now we can put whatever we want on there. Pallets, implements, small vehicles, maybe we can roll up onto there. Then when we're done, we can hit in to put the cage back. If we got it with the cage, X to fold it all back up. The wheels roll back underneath. And there we go. We do have tension belts also available on this. We have our flashers. We have, oh my gosh, a strobe there. We have left, right blinkers. We do have reverse lights, and we do have brake lights on this trailer. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, just coming through here. Our auger wagons, our traditional style auger wagons are pretty traditional here. O to extend the pipe, N to open the cover, and that's what you got going on. We got flashers, we have our beacon, left and right, we have reverse, we have brakes. We have the ability left mouse button or right mouse button, up and down is actually going to raise and lower the hitch. If you have a high hitch or a low hitch and you want it to run on center. Now this one has steering wheels in the front and rear of the auger wagon, and whenever you reverse, they're going to lock. So I had a little difficulty in backing this up because with the three rear axles, it didn't really want to turn, But again, I've got a very, very small tractor on here, so I don't think I had enough junk in the front really to negotiate this and get it to move around. So this works just like a normal auger wagon would. And what I want to really demonstrate are these, because I think these are rather unique. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these. We're going to to open the cover. And when you pipe out, it's not going to extend and retract the pipe, because you actually use the left and right mouse button to do that. Like this. So I'm using left mouse button, left and right to open and close that. Right mouse button, left and right will raise and lower the hitch like the other auger wagons. But what you need to do is you need to pipe out. And when you pipe out, we have some animations inside that then open these gates to then allow grain to flow into the auger area, which will then ultimately come over here to this auger. These have lights on the auger, as you can see there. The last thing I want to take a look at is this particular contraption. I think this is kind of the gem of all of the pack in its rather unique nature. So when you first get it, it is going to be folded up like this. So we're going to have it here in transport mode. And we're going to transport this to where we're going to make use of it. Then we are going to hit O to pipe out. It's going to extend the leg supports. The pipe's going to flip up. The hopper is going to basically get in position. And then we can also right mouse button up and down to rotate the output. We do have a light on there. And that's how that works. It does not have to be attached to a trail or tractor, because it does have an engine on the front, so it can be used standalone. And like I said, you're going to come up here and dump a trailer into here, and then it is going to transfer the contents over and up the pipe here into another trailer. It's designed to take product from one trailer and place it into another. So guys, that is it. That is the Perard pack. Let me know what you all think down in the comments below. I think this is a really, really interesting pack from a new brand that has been brought to us by a wonderful modder. It is a new company, for the most part, to agriculture, just being 30 years old, given the fact that lots of the companies we're dealing with are well over 100 years old at this point. 30-year-old company is a relative newcomer to the agricultural business. And all of these models are extremely high quality. Like I said earlier, in my opinion, this is DLC worthy if it came from Giants themselves. So again, let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of the Perard pack, and what pieces of kit are you going to make use of in your own gameplay? And until next time, happy farming.